Okay. It'll be okay. Good morning. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of the Brazos Valley. My name is Reverend Kiya. My pronouns are she, they, and I want to welcome you here for this groovy day. It's a good day. Good day to be alive, good day to be in Bryan. Here we are. So as people are wandering in, slowly, they have to walk away from the chicken. That's hard on a person. So we're going to sing a song today. You may know it and you may not know it. It's by Ali Haprin and it's called Loosen, Loosen. But it's a chill out song, and if you learn it, it's really handy when you get all hyped up or you get freaked out about politics or something. It's good to sing this song to yourself. So I'm going to teach you. It goes like this. Loosen, loosen, baby, you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. So we're just going to learn the first half, and then I'm going to teach you the second part. And we can sing, you can sing whichever part you like. You can sing them both. You can mess around. We can do it in a round. It doesn't matter. It's flexible. Nobody has to be in charge. Okay, let's try it. So loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. One more time. Loosen, loosen, baby, you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Here's the second part. Holy breath and holy name, can you ease this pain? Holy breath and holy name, can you ease this pain? Loosen, loosen, baby, you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Holy breath and holy name, can you ease this pain? So you want to do it in a half and half and see what it sounds like when they're all happening at the same time. It's kind of magical. Yes? Would you like to lead one half? All right, Ivy's going to lead one half, our fearless president of the Board of Trustees. Okay, y'all, all y'all, conjugated properly, follow Ivy. All y'all, follow me. All right, go ahead and start.
Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let
You
go,
don't
let
have
go,
to
let
carry the weight of the world in your
Holy breath.
muscles and bones.
And
Let go,
holy
let go, let go.
name.
Holy breath.
Will you ease this
Holy
pain?
Can you
Loosen,
ease-
baby.
can you
don't have to
this
carry the weight of the
Loosen,
world in your
loosen,
muscles and
baby.
bones. Let
You
go, let
don't
go,
have to
let
carry
go.
the weight of the world in your
Holy breath.
muscles and bones.
And
let go,
holy
let go,
name.
Holy breath.
Will you
And holy
ease this pain?
Can you
loosen,
ease-
baby.
can you
You don't
ease
have
this
to
pain?
carry
Last time.
the weight of the
Loosen,
world in your
loosen,
muscles and
baby.
bones. Let
You
go,
don't
let go,
have to
let
carry
go.
the weight of the world in
Holy
your
breath.
muscles and bones.
And
Let go, let go,
holy
let go.
name.
Holy breath.
Will you
And
ease
holy
this
name.
pain?
Can you ease this pain? Great job, y'all.
Yeah.
Good morning, and I'll welcome you again. My name is Eleanor Ford. I have the privilege of serving as your worship assistant today. And I will again welcome you to the Unitarian Universalist Church of the Brazos Valley. Since it's such a tongue twister, we say UUCB, UUCBV for short. We are a welcoming congregation, which means that we celebrate and welcome all people across diversities of race, gender, sexual identities, age, ability, immigration status, and belief. We're also a congregation working for reproductive justice. So whoever you are and wherever you have come from, you are welcome here.
So I've got a little teaser about the movie that I'm talking about today that we're going to watch right now for the call to worship. So I've got a little teaser about the movie that I'm talking about today that we're going to watch right now for the call to worship.
Our mother has a fever.
The deserts are expanding rapidly.
I know what you're thinking. Not another depressing climate documentary. Well, this film is different. This film is about food and about how we grow it.
Farm by farm, we can actually heal the entire world.
There are two kinds of agriculture: industrial agriculture
Kill, kill, kill.
and regenerative agriculture.
Regenerative agriculture promotes biodiversity and life.
Plants are the most effective way of pulling carbon out of our atmosphere.
We're putting carbon back in the soil.
Healthy soil stores a lot of water.
Regenerative agriculture is survival.
Across Across the world, grassroots efforts fighting to regenerate land are gaining momentum.
What was here before was dust, and what you see now is a verdant oasis. It's a miracle.
In different countries, all of this restoration is happening.
Can the regenerative model feed the world? Of course it can.
The answer to so many of our problems is in the ground beneath our feet.
Saving our soils, our climate, and our future begins with regeneration. I have 3 daughters, so I'm gonna keep up that fight.
We see that there is hope.
Regenerative agriculture has grown to 250 million acres globally.
And what do they call this movement that's spreading across the globe? They call it Groundswell. I have 3 daughters, so
We see that there is hope.
Regenerative agriculture has grown to 250 million acres globally.
Okay, it's time to light our chalice, and if we'll have Nate to come up and do that. And you will say the chalice lighting words with me. They should be on the screen. We light the chalice, our symbol, university's faith, as a beacon for hope for all who seek justice, dignity, and compassion, and in celebration of the life and truth of meaning we share together. Now, the affirmation statement. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its gift. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another.
It's so nice to see all you new people. This is a crazy thing that we do and Unitarians do all over the country. So if you have never seen this before, it's okay. This is called greeting holy within ourselves. So you're going to say howdy to the other divine sparks in the room, because we believe that there's a spark of the divine in every person, every being. And this is your great chance to say howdy to all of them, especially the ones you don't know yet. Y'all who've been here a while, make everybody feel welcome. And I will let you know with a very loud gong as soon as it's over. Ready, set, go. have a surprise for you. Before I tell you the story for all ages, we are going to have a raffle drawing for this beautiful painting. So I'm going to show you, and Laura's going to, the head of the gallery, one of the heads, and Cindy Alford is the other head of the gallery. So if you have artwork, or if you know artists that want to present in our gallery, these are the people to talk to. And here you go. So here is what we're raffling. Alrighty. This beautiful
beautiful egret. And I don't know if y'all have had a chance to see the show out there, the pastels. A good friend of mine, Sherry Killingsworth, is the artist. And the show is up until next Friday. We'll be taking it down. So if anyone's interested in purchasing something, please, she's got cards out there. You can contact her and you can, work out your deal. But anyway, today we're raffling this off with all these names in here. So everybody, let's get a drum roll. Maggie! Scraper! Woo!
Our illustrious leader of religious education is busy working hard this weekend getting trained in adult art OWL with a bunch of our people and all the facilitators for OWL. If you don't know what OWL is, ask me after and I'll tell you. And so you get the pleasure of me trying to read the story for all ages. Here we go. This one is called Sophie Learns to Be Brave by Roshi Joan Halifax. Sophie loved walking home from school, the smell of the blooming rosebush, the green-blue mountains in the distance, and the feel of the cool breeze on her skin. But one afternoon, dark clouds gathered, and suddenly, crack, lightning struck. Then the long, hollow rumble of thunder. Can you make a thunder sound? Yes. And we can make the rain happen. All right. So Sophie began to run. A minute later, rain beat down. Rose petals flying, rain flying, and Sophie flying home. Pausing on her doorstep, she saw out of the corner of her eye something strange behind the ancient sycamore tree by her house. "Who's there?" Sophie asked in a little voice, the water dripping off her nose as she peered through the dark rain. "Grandma, Grandma," Sophie cried out. "Open the door, Grandma, I'm scared." "Dear one, when I am afraid, I take a deep breath and I say to myself, breathing in, I am safe. And then I say, breathing out, I am free." The next week, Sophie was walking home from school, and she smelled the sweet scent of the roses and saw the green-blue mountains in the distance and felt the breeze on her skin. But suddenly, crack, rumble. Sophie dashed home as the rain began to beat down, and just past the sycamore tree, there it was again, something odd. "What is that?" she asked herself. Sophie was scared, but she remembered her grandmother's words. Breathing in, I am safe. Breathing out, I am free. With newfound courage, Sophie inched closer to see. There's eyes. Can you see the eyes? A soaked and shivering old dog. What a nice-looking dog. Though the rain beat down, Sophie stood still as the old one wrapped herself around her legs. Wet fur, doggy smell, a shadow of a thing. "Don't be afraid. It's okay. Breathe in, we are safe, and breathe out, we are free," Sophie says. "You must be hungry, old one," said Sophie, and she fed the dog a piece of cheese. "You must be tired, old one," said Sophie, and the sweet old dog shyly lifted herself onto Sophie's bed. Just like that, they fell asleep, curled around each other like good friends. Sophie and the dog woke at midnight. The storm had passed. Stars gleamed like jewels in the big dark sky. The moon hung between two clouds, a silver boat on a long journey. Then the old one scratched at the front door, and Sophie knew it was time to say goodbye. Lo and behold, less than a week later, a huge storm rolled in. The sky turned gray and purple and pink and black. And then crack, rumble, crack, rumble, crack. The wind sang a wild song. Rose petals flew in the wind like birds, and lightning clapped loudly. This time, Sophie was not afraid. Breathing in, I am safe. Breathing out, I am free. Plus, I got a nice adobe house. Sophie then looked for the old one. She must be there, Sophie thought. She must be there. The sycamore limbs danced wildly, the sharp leaves barely clinging to its branches, and from behind the ancient tree crept the old one. Old one, Sophie cried, why won't you come in? Slowly they made their way to the front door, then inside, then to the kitchen, then to her room where they curled around each other. Breathing in, I know that I am breathing in, said Sophie to herself. Breathing out, I know that I am breathing out. Sleep fell quickly upon them. They were safe and they were free. In the morning, Sophie and her grandmother set out for the farmer's market. I'm glad your friend could come along, her grandmother said. Oh, Grandma, look. Dear one, it looks like your friend might have a home somewhere else. There was a picture. See, it says lost dog on the sign, and it has a picture of the old one. Sophie felt a hard rock in her stomach, but she knew what she had to do. Sophie tapped at the door. A man appeared who seemed tired and worried. Thank you, the man said. His eyes were wet with tears of relief. When storm comes, she runs away. Seeing the man's soft brown eyes, Sophie knew it was time to say goodbye to the old one. She hugged her friend close and whispered, I'll never forget you, old one. Sophie felt the rock in her stomach grow bigger and bigger. Her grandmother leaned down and said, breathe in, I am safe. Breathe out. Sophie finished, I am free. Maybe the next storm would bring the old one back, but maybe not. Maybe she would never see her again, maybe not. But the old dog had found her way into Sophie's heart and would never leave. Every time it stormed, Sophie said, thank you, old one, for being my friend. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for helping me not be afraid. Thinking about the old one, she took in a deep breath. I am safe. Letting it out, she said, I am free. Breathing in again, she is safe. And out again, she is free. And finally, quietly, we are safe. We are free. And that is the end. And now we're going to sing you out to RE, where I think you're going to have all kinds of fun. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Now we're going to sing a spooky Transylvanian hymn that nobody knows, but the words really go with today, so we're going to do it, and we'll help you out, and it's beautiful. And it's number 37 in the gray hymnal. It's called God Who Fills the Universe. God who fills the
changeful heart, so I may do my part and bring joy to all the earth.
Let's try that first verse one more time, and then we'll keep going.
God who fills the universe from the atom to the stars, make firm my changeful heart, so I may do my part and bring joy to all the earth. God who webs the universe with amazing mysteries, make glad my fragile soul, so I can see life whole and bring hope to all on earth. God who keeps the universe by the truths of living love, make strong that love in me, so I can set it free and bring peace to all on earth.
Good job, y'all. Now's the time in our service when we light candles for our joys and our concerns. You can pray if you're a praying person. You can just listen to your own heartbeat. You can think about what you got to do this afternoon. It's okay. Whatever you want to do. But this is our candle lighting. If you don't know what's up, just watch. Everybody's going to get up and they're going to walk by our beautiful Candelarias and light a candle for their joys or their concerns. And Catherine is going to play the viola for us this morning. We are so lucky.
I am just going to ask for grace because it's the first time I've played the viola in public in about 20 years. So.
Where would you like to be? You're good. Okay. Go for it. All right. So you've seen the clip for the movie. How many people have had a chance to watch it? It is on Prime Video, I know. If you want to watch the movie ahead of time, if you have access to Prime Video and you can watch it yourself, great. But if you want, I will show it tonight at 6 o'clock here. If you need it to watch it, if you're interested. Anybody want to see it? All three of the movies are really good. They're in a trilogy, actually. And they're all available on Prime Video. So if you don't have Prime Video, go to somebody's house and say, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. All right. So I bet you're worried that this is going to be, oh no, another Debbie Downer environmental crisis sermon. We are all going to die, forests are burning, insects and birds are dissipating. It's getting hotter. It's getting hotter. We know this. Those things are true and not to be dismissed. But there are also other things that are true, that it's not in stone. It doesn't have to stay that way. There are people working to fix it, and we should be some of those people. In fact, there's a property team meeting today if you want to be one of those people. And the stuff that they are coming up with works. So that's kind of what we're talking about today. Let's talk about how we are going to change things and survive. I am more interested in getting around despair. I'm not walking around naively going, okay, I'm just not going to pay any attention to the world burning around us. I'm not saying that. But there is something about holding your ground, especially those of us who are marginalized in some way. We know this. Our whole lives have been like this. You have to hold your ground, even in the worst circumstances. And you can't throw yourself into despair. You can, but get up the next day and get over it. That's all you can do, is keep going. We owe our ancestors that much. They kept going, and it's our turn. So those of y'all who've heard me preach about refugia, anybody not know what that word means, refugia? Okay, I'm going to tell you. So it comes from biology. Like when Mount St. Helens blew, they thought it was going to take 30 years for the plants to come back, but there were these little pockets that got hidden from the ash, and they had the diversity and stuff, and so they reseeded the area, and so Mount St. Helens is pretty much back because of these little areas called refugias. And then this woman, minister up in Michigan, wrote a book called Refugia Church Faith. And I heard this idea, and I just got on fire about it, because a church is a refugia. We are a place where democracy is protected, where sustainability is encouraged, where we support each other. We're refugias for ourselves. Does that make sense now? Okay, great. So you've heard me preach about refugia, a term that comes from biology. It means a place where the life persists when conditions around it become hostile. A place where life persists when conditions around it become hostile. We're in it, aren't we not? All right. In valleys and wetlands, sheltered forests, isolated mountainsides, scientists describe climate refugias as ecological slow lanes. Ecological slow lanes where the changes happen a bit more slowly so the species can adapt. So we can try some new things and see what works. Because obviously the way we've been running the place has not worked very well. So we need to change our ways. Change is hard. We need time to do it. Hence, we need some slow lanes, some places to try, right? Okay. We can learn new ways to not hurt the planet and still eat. We persist and we adapt. When the farmer looks at an exhausted soul and doesn't say the usual, y'all know what I mean when I say soul? Because I'm Kentuckian, so S-O-I-L, S-O-L-E, and S-O-U-L sound exactly the same. I apologize, soul. But instead says one of the greatest spiritual questions of our time. Here's the question. What does the land and the earth need in order to live? What do we need in order to be part of the earth and live here? What do we need to do? So if the farmers change their ways and quit saying, how can we use this and exhaust this land? How can we get the most out of this land? What if we thought about, how can we protect this land? How can we make it sustainable and still eat? That's a whole different way of thinking, right? This movie is all about that. So those of you, let's see, where was I? I get carried away about this. There are the places like our church where we say, not everything is gone. Something remains. Let's begin here. Let's begin here. We have 4.5 acres. We are the wildlife corridor for this entire area. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's subdivisions everywhere, and everybody mows, and there is no place for the birds to hang out, or the raccoons, or the foxes. We have foxes. We have owls. There's all kinds of beings here besides us, and they have a right to exist. This turns refugia from a biological concept to a theological one. I love this as a theological one. What do we preserve when the world is changing? Our congregation is changing. Our country is changing. What ember do we protect? What seeds do we carry through the winter? What small patches of kindness, justice, beauty, biodiversity, community, and love do we tend so that something has a chance to begin again, have time to adapt? How do we persist? Perhaps we can become refugias for one another. I know we have all heard the word sustainability. It's a nice word. It's a nice word, which sort of asks, how can we keep it going just the way it is? I want to focus on a more radical concept, regeneration. How can we leave this place more alive than we found it? More diverse. How can we support the species that are struggling to make it, the plants that are struggling to make it? How can we have more native plants? How can we make this place a safer place for everybody, all the different identities that we all carry in this room? This is not necessarily out there such a safe place to live. I don't know if you've noticed, but it ain't that easy to be different here. Anybody, can I get a witness from the people who are different? Amen. Okay. Restoration is the word I want to talk about. Restoration. I love that word. The 2026 film called Groundswell travels across 5 continents, and it's showing, along with the 2 other documentaries on Prime Video, the first one's called Kiss the Ground, and the second one's called Common Ground. There are people in all 3 of them. This last one, Groundswell, just came out this year, and you can see how much improvement has been made across the globe by this just 5 or 6 people just digging in and going, this is how I'm going to spend my one precious life. I'm going to educate people. I'm going to try stuff. I'm going to run my farm better. I'm going to go around the world and tell other people about it so they can run their places better, their farms better, their tribes better. I don't know if you saw how many tribes the Wind River now has bison. Do you know how good that is? It's so amazing. Bring the bison back. If you're interested in how that all works and how animals, 4-leggeds, are really important in how we maintain our grasslands and our soil, this movie's for you. So, some basic principles of regenerative agriculture sound like sermons right and left. Rebuild soil health. Rebuild the health. Increase biodiversity. Increase diversity. Improve water cycling. Clean the water up. Clean the culture up. Clean ourselves up. Create more resilient ag systems. Less monocultures. Reduce tillage. Everything is exchanging with everything else. Everything is feeding something else. Everything is dying and becoming. It's a cycle. Everything's in relationship. We are all related. Mayaseyosin. That's what the Lakota say. We are all related. Everything is connected to everything else. If you think that when you use Roundup at your house, that it's not affecting anything like yourself and your health, thank you for playing. We have some nice parting gifts. It's not true. Everything is connected. You can't just do what you want like you're some rugged individualist settler. We have to give up our settler mind, and we have to live here as natives, like we live here. Get me? Okay. There are no rugged individualism and a teaspoon of healthy soul. No. We are all connected. What has been damaged can sometimes be repaired. You can't blindly pretend it didn't happen. We can't ignore the history of racism, of sexism, of exploitation, of colonialism. We can't ignore those things, but we can't lay down and die from despair either. This is our challenge. So, responsible, clear-eyed, humble, willing to hope, and learn. Like, I'm sorry, but we can't even build a biosphere. Humans are not that on top of the planet. We don't know how it works. We don't really know how it works. Like, they do these models and they say, oh, okay, climate change, well, we've got, so in the movie, you're going to hear them say, we've got 60 years to fix it and still have soil to grow food. 60 years is not very long, y'all. I'm older than that. I know. We need to become true students of the land. How does the earth really sustain itself? How does it work? Are you paying attention? How do the dragonflies eat all those bugs? Where do they put them? They're skinny. We need to become true students of the land. How does the earth really sustain itself? How can we help the entire planet and all beings flourish? That's a bodhisattva vow. Those of y'all who are Buddhists, we need to pray that all the beings flourish. The bodhisattvas are hanging out until everybody is all right. Everybody is flourishing. I love that concept. It's very difficult, hard to imagine. What if somebody's hard to talk to? What if somebody's grumpy all the time? How is it hard? It's hard to love them, right? We got to. I don't know how. If you know, tell me. Who lives on our church lands? What beings live here with us? How do we thrive here? How do we all fit in? Because we're growing. Yeah, we're going to hit 200 this year. We are. I mean, it's already happening. If even a portion of the people who are coming as visitors stay, we're going to hit 200 this year. This place was not designed for 200. We have more than 50 kids in RE, and we have 3 classrooms. So if you want to put your mind toward thinking how we can do this better, let me know. All right. What native plants, what pollinators do we need? What habitats exist here? How do the animals thrive? There is a line in Genesis that says human beings are made from the dust, from soul. The Hebrew makes it even clearer because the word in Hebrew for human is Adam, and the word for soul is Adamah. Earth creature, that's what it means. We are tending ourselves, the land. We need to not escape Earth, but belong to it again. We start where we are, our 4.5 acres here, our congregation, our backyards. Isolated small acts become a movement, a groundswell, if you will, a gospel of regeneration, repentance. The Greek word menadona means something close to, it means sort of like turning, but it means like the big kind of turning, like changing one's mind or changing one's direction or one's way of being. That's kind of what's required of us. So let's look for the refugias. Let's try to focus on them. You know how, like, if you focus on the positive things in your life, you're happier? Have you heard this? It's true. Just practice your habits of attention. Don't just bitch. Okay? Y'all know I swear. Okay. I was in rock bands in a van for 40 years. I'm not going to stop. Okay. Let's enlarge them. Let's connect them, those refugees. Let's enlarge them. How do you spread them out a little bit? You can watch movies about what they're doing in Ethiopia because the only forests that exist are around the churches. So they just got smart and they started making the walls around the churches a little bit farther out so that the cattle couldn't eat the seedlings of the trees. And then they're going to connect those church forests and make corridors so that the wildlife can get between the places. Simple. Don't need money, just need a heart for it. The property teams need you to help make the place here be awesome because we've got a plan. We just need to enact it. So, I'm going to get biblical now. In Isaiah 58, verses 11 and 12, this is the New International Version. The Lord will guide you always. He will satisfy your needs in a sun-scorched land and will strengthen your frame. You will be like a well-watered garden, like a spring whose waters never fail. Your people will rebuild the ancient ruins and will raise up the age-old foundations. You will be called repairers of broken walls, restorers of streets with dwellings. That's Old Testament. There you go. So, let's get to it. Let's build a refugia here. Let's take care of each other. Get a little bit more hopeful. Dare to be a little naive. Dare to say, I really don't know how the water table works. Or, I really don't know anything about native plants. Or, because there's lots of people here who are very smart about it. We have pecan scientists here. We just need to talk to each other, and we have to risk saying, I don't really understand the God particle. Can you explain it to me? Whatever. I mean, let's talk to our people. We've got marine biologists. We've got people who know everything about frogs. That's cool, right? So be excited if you can. I know the property team is meeting. What time are y'all meeting? Right after or 12-ish? At 12? Sound good? Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. Thank you for listening to me. And we're going to sing now a beautiful song at number 15, The Lone Wild Bird.
The lone wild bird in lofty flight is still with thee, nor leaves thy sight. And I am thine, I rest in thee. Great Spirit, come and rest in me. The ends of earth are in thy hand, the seas dark deep and far off land, and I am thine, I rest in thee. Great Spirit, come and rest in me.
Okay. Now let an offering be taken to sustain and strengthen this place, which is sacred to so many of us. A community of memory and of hope for we are now the keepers of the dream. This church shares the proceeds of the offering plate donation every week to help support important nonprofit organizations with which we work. The 4 groups we voted to support with this year's donations are Tiny Hope Village, Brazos Interfaith, Immigration Network, the Pride Center, and Brazos Valley Blessings. We vote on this every May at our congregational meeting, so please be as generous as you can.
All right, we're going to sing a Joni Mitchell song. Some of y'all may know it, and Carrie is going to sing it, so y'all help us out.
Pay Paradise put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique and swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They pay Paradise, put up a parking lot. Shoo, bop, 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 bop. Shoo, bop, 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 bop. Took all the trees, put them in a tree museum. And they charge the people $1.50 just to see them. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They pay Paradise, put up a parking lot. Shoo, bop, 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 bop. Shoo, bop, 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 bop. Hey, farmer, farmer, put away that DDT now. Give me spots on my apples, but leave me the birds and the bees. Please, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? Pay Paradise, put up a parking lot. Shoo, bop, 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 bop. Shoo, bop, 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 bop. Late last night, I heard the screen door slam. And a big yellow taxi took away my old man. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They pay Paradise, put up a parking lot. Shoo, bop, 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 bop. Shoo, bop, 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 bop. Don't always seem to that you don't know what you've got to know, that you don't know what you've got till it's gone. They pay Paradise, put up a parking lot. Shoo, bop, 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 bop. Pay Paradise, put up a parking lot. Shoo, bop, 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 bop. Pay Paradise, put up a parking lot. Shoo, bop, 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 bop. Paradise, put up a parking lot.
Carrie!
We give thanks for these gifts that we have given, for those who receive, and for each other. May your generosity return to you tenfold. Now, announcements. I think they're on the slides. Helping Hand Food Pantry is next Wednesday from 1 to 4 p.m. Sign up today to be an RE guide. Don't forget, once you sign up, you can decorate your jersey to add to our dream team. Sign up for football parking. That's the church's biggest fundraiser. The Jesus Group, study group, meets Tuesdays at 5 p.m. That's a new group. First meeting on August 18th, this Tuesday. And worship team sign-ups throughout August. Mandatory training is on August 30th. So now if you'll join me in extinguishing the chalice. Okay. Nate is no longer here to extinguish. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, and the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we gather together again. And the benediction. The ray of the wind.
I sing it. Please join me if you choose to. Remember the way of the wind and breathe and blow. Remember the way of the fire, and sparkle and glitter and glow. Remember the way of the water and ebb and flow. Remember the way of the earth and grow. Go in peace.